Hello everyone, good morning students. Dear students, in previous class we take and discuss a very important chapter of your syllabus which is arithmetic progression, and in that class we take and solve some important question based on sum of n term of NAP. Now in today's class we take and solve some other important question related to sum of n term of NAP and solving them. Okay, so let's see some important questions. And the question is, let's see, the ratio of the sum of the ratio of the sum of the ratio of the sum of n terms of two APs. Two different APs are there. Two APs is 7n plus 1 ratio 4n plus 27. 4n plus 27. Find the ratio of their mth terms. Find the ratio of their mth terms. Let's see its solution. Listen, this is a very important question of your syllabus. Okay, so let's see what is the process to solve that type of questions. Here the ratio of the sum of n terms of two APs is given, and we find the ratio of their mth terms. Okay, so here two different APs are there. So let A1 and D1 be the first term and common difference of the first AP. First AP and A2 and D2 be the first term and common difference of the second AP. Okay, let us consider A1 and D1 be the first term and common difference of the first AP, and A2 and D2 be the first term and common difference of the second AP. Okay, so here A1 and D1 be the first term and the common difference of the first AP, and A2 and D2 be the first term and the common difference of the second AP. Now according to question, the ratio of the sum of first n terms of two APs. So sum of n terms, thus sum of n terms of the first AP is what? Sn is equal to n by 2. 2a means 2a1 plus n minus 1 into d1. Okay, and sum of the n terms of the second AP, which is supposed that we take it Sn dash is equal to n by 2 in bracket 2a2 plus n minus 1 into d2. Now according to question, what I have in that question here, the ratio of the sum of n terms of two APs is given there, that is Sn dash is equal to, that is 7n plus 1 upon 4n plus 27 respectively. Okay, thus Sn is equal to what? N by 2 in bracket 2a1 plus n minus 1 into d1 upon n by 2 2a2 plus n minus 1 into d2 is equal to, here Sn 7n plus 1 upon 4n plus 27. Okay, dear students, according to question, the sum of the Here the ratio of the nth term of NAP is given now. So here Sn upon Sn days are given. Now here n by 2 cancel to each other. So we get what? 2a1 plus n minus 1 into d1 upon 2a2 plus n minus 1 into d2 is equal to 7n plus 1 upon 4n plus 7. Now let's see. This is what we find. We find the ratio of their mth term. The ratio of their mth term to is obtained by, let's see, mth term is what? Tm is equal to what? a1 plus m minus 1 into d1, and tm dash is equal to, this is a2 plus m minus 1 into d2. Now what do we do for that? Just now we just replace n by 2m minus 1. We just replace n by 2m minus 1 because of, let's see, when we put n as 2m minus 1, then we get that result. Now let's see. Now let's see, dear students, here take question number 1. Here we put n is equal to 2m minus 1 in equation 1. We get, let's see, if we put n is equal to 2m minus 1, so we get what? Let's see, we get as 2a1 plus n is equal to 2m minus 1, so 2m minus 2 is there, into d1 upon, here this is 2a2 plus 2m minus 2 into d2 is equal to what? 7. N is what? 2m minus 1 plus 1 upon 4n is 2m minus 1 plus 27. Okay, now we simplify them. Let's see this one. Here from numerator we take 2 as common, so we get a1 plus m minus 1 into d1. From denominator we take 2 as common, so we get a2 plus into d2. Now here we multiply this 7 to the 14m minus 1 plus 1 upon, this is 4 to the 8m minus 4 plus 27. Okay, now we simplify them. Here 2 what? Cancel to each other. So a1 plus m minus 1 into d1, this is the mth term of the first AP, this is the mth term of the second AP, that is tm upon tm dash is equal to, here 14m minus 6 upon, this is 8m plus 23. So the required solution is 14m minus 6 upon 8m plus 23. So the ratio of the mth term is this. Now this is your answer. Okay. So dear students, in this way you can solve each and every question of your NCERT exercise based on the sum of an nth term of an AP. Now dear students, we take and solve some other important question of your syllabus based on the topic sum of nth term of an AP. Let's see. Now, dear student, we take and solve some other important question based on the sum of n term of NAP. Let's see. The ratio of the, your question is the ratio of the sums of m and n terms, sums of the ratio of the sums of m and n, m and n terms of NAP is of NAP is m square ratio n square. Show that the ratio of the ratio of the mth and nth terms of the mth and nth term is 2n minus 1 ratio to n minus 1. Okay, this is the very important question of your syllabus. Now let's see its solution. Okay, let's see its solution. Dear student, here the ratio of sums of m and n terms of NAP is m square ratio n square. Show that the ratio of the mth and n terms is what? 2m minus 1 upon 2n minus 1. This is one of the most important question of your syllabus based on AP. Let's see its solution. Here let A be the first term and D be the common difference of the required AP. Of the required AP. Then sum of m terms, that is Sm is equal to what? M by 2 in bracket 2a plus m minus 1 into d. Okay, and sum of n terms means Sn is equal to n by 2 in bracket 2a plus m minus 1 into d. This is the sum of n terms and sum of m terms of the given AP. Now, according to question, the ratio of the sums of the m and n terms of NAP means Sm upon Sn is equal to what? M raised square upon n square. Okay. Now we put the values of Sm and Sn in this formula. So here that is m by 2 in bracket plus m minus 1 into d upon this is n by 2 and 2a plus here n minus 1 into b is equal to m square upon s. Now 2 cancel to m and 1 m cancel to each other, 1 n cancel to each other. Okay, now what I do, let's see. So we get as what? This is 2a plus m minus 1 into d upon this is 2a plus n minus 1 into d is equal to m upon n. Now we do here cross multiplication. So we get, let's see, this is 2an plus n minus 1 into d is equal to 2am, okay, plus m n minus 1 into d. Now separating the variables means 2, let's see, 2am that side, that transfer to minus 2am, okay, plus m n minus 1 into d is there, plus transfer that side minus n minus 1 into d is equal to what? Zeros left. So we get here, we take 2a as common, so we get m minus n, plus here d is common, so we get mn minus mn plus n, okay, is equal to 0. Now let's see here, plus m minus n cancel to each other, so we get as what? So we get as what? 2a, let's see, this is 2a and to m minus n plus d here n minus n is equal to 0. Now here we take minus as common, so 2a minus common, so d into m minus n is equal to 0, so we take m minus n as common, so we get 2a minus d is equal to what? 0. Okay, now from there, if we transfer m minus n that side, so we get what? We get as what? 2a minus d is equal to m minus n, sorry, 0. Okay, so we get d is equal to 2a. Take equation number 1. So in this way, after solving that conditions, we get the value, we have a relation between a and d, which is d is equal to 2a. D is equal to 2a. Now what I do? Now what we find? We have to show that the ratio of its mth and nth term. Now let's see. Thus the ratio of their mth term and nth terms will be, let's see, thus the ratio of mth and nth term will be what? Means Tm upon T raised to a plus m minus 1 into d upon plus n minus 1 into d. Now using equation 1, we put d is equal to 2a. Okay. Now using equation 1, we get Tm, some ratio of their mth and nth term will be what? A plus m minus 1 into d means what? 2a, and in denominator plus n minus 1 into d is what? 2a. Now we take a as common. We take what? A as common, na? So let's see, if we take a as common, so we get 1 plus 2m minus 2 upon n, from 0 we take a as common. Okay, so we get what? 1 plus 2n minus 2. 2n minus 2. Now let's see, cancel each other, so we get what? This is 2n minus 1 upon this is 2n minus 1. 2n minus 1. Okay, so this is our result. 2n minus 1 upon 2n minus 1. Okay, thus this is hence proved. So in this way you can solve each and every question of your NCERT exercise based on these topics. Okay dear students, now we take and solve some other important question based on sum of nth term of NAP. Let's see. This is a very important question, so please just do more and more practices of that type of questions. Now let's see, and your question is solve the equations equation 1 plus 4 plus 7 plus 10 plus n dot so on plus x is equal to 287. Let's see its solution. Dear friends, here this is an AP and we solving the equation. This means solving the equation means what? Dear friends, solving the equations means that you find the value of variable x. Now let's see. So first of all, we write given equations. Given equations 1 plus 4 plus 7 plus 10 plus n dot so on plus x is equal to 287. 287. Now, first of all, we find the value of x. Let's see. It is clear that this is an AP and last term of the given AP is what? X. So first of all, we find the number of terms in the given series. Since it is clear that last term is x. Last term is x. That is Tn means last term is given by the relation A plus n minus 1 into D. Okay. Here L is what? X. Here L is what? X. A is what? 1. N minus 1 n write as it is, and D is what? 3. D is what? 3. Thus what I do? Thus here from there we get the x is what? 1 plus 3n minus 3, that is x is equal to 3n minus 2. Take equation number 1. Okay. Now this is the sum of an AP up to x. Okay. Now we apply the sum and now we know that sum of nth term of an AP Sn is equal to n by 2 in bracket a plus l. So here we apply that formula. So we get n by 2. N is what? We write n is n. Okay, n by 2. A means 1 plus L. Last term of the given AP, this is x, which is equal to 3n minus 2. Means last term x, okay, is equal to 287. Okay, now we using that series and we get this result. Now we put the value of x using equation 1 we get as n by 2 1 plus x is what 3n minus 2 x is what 3n minus 2 is equal to what 287, that is 287. Now we simplify them, so we get as what, let's see, here we get as n into, here we get 3n minus 1 is equal to 2 into 287, 2 into 287 which is 574. Okay, so we get 3n square minus n is equal to 574. Okay, 574. So we transfer that side, so we get as 3n square minus n minus 574 is equal to 0. Is now we do their factorization by using the splitting the middle term. So we get, let's see, 42 41. Okay, now we write as, we factorize them, so we get as what 3n square minus 42n plus 41n. If we multiply them, so we get what 42 and 41. Yes, x and minus 574 is equal to 0. Now we form the pair, so we take a 3n as common, so n minus 14 here plus 41 take as common, so n minus 14 is equal to 0. Okay, now we take n minus 14 in one bracket and 3n plus 41 in one bracket is equal to 0. Now we don't take 3n plus 41 is not equal to, take is equal to 0. We only take as n minus 14 is equal to 0. So we get n is equal to 14. We take n is equal to what? 14. Okay, now but we find the value of x. Now we find what? The value of x, because of we solving the given equation. So first of all, we put the value of n is equal to 14 in equation 1. Thus from equation 1 we get x is equal to 3n minus 2, means we put n is equal to 14. 3 into 14 minus 2, that is x is equal to 14 3s are 42, 14 2s are. Now let's see here, this is 14 3s are 42 minus 2, that is x is equal to 14. This is the required solution of the given question. Okay, so this is one of the most important questions related to the chapter arithmetic progressions. Okay, dear students, now in this way, dear students, first of all you revise each and every question which we discussed in that class and also in previous classes. Let's see its solution once more time. Here this is the question and we solving that equations. Dear students, solving the equations. Dear students, solving the equations means that you find the value of the variable x. So first of all, let us say the given series, given AP contains n terms and its last term will be it's what x. So we apply the first of last term in nth term of the AP, which is this. Now after that solving we get the value of x as 3n minus 2. Now after that, difference, we apply the sum of nth term or the formula of sum of nth term and we find the value of n, and after that we put that value in equation 1. Thus in this way we get our result. Thus dear student, in this way in today class we take and solve some important question related to chapter arithmetic progression. So please First you do more and more practices of that type of question. After that you can solve each and every question of your NCERT exercise. Okay, now there in next class we take and solve some other important question of your chapter. Now thanks to all.